Welcome back to the Wizard Shop. We got some big updates today, not only with the cars, but some of the operations of the shop. Let's get started. Now, to the shop news, some of the changes that have happened in the shop, we unfortunately have lost a technician.
What? He died?
No, he didn't die. I hope not. Grimes is gone. He actually found a place to work that's closer to him. He doesn't have to drive 40 miles to work and 40 miles back every single day. And it's more down the line of things that he wanted to work on, and I get it, I understand. So he is no longer with us. But if you guys remember, back in the past, I had an employee here we called Junior Mint. He's back. This is actually the son of Crazy D that works in the office. He's worked for me before. He had to quit a while back. He had some family struggles, some things going on, and he had to go take care of that. And I get it, life happens. But those things are behind him now. And he was back looking for a job again, and just so happens that Grimes left. I said, hey, come on back. And he was happy to. Junior Mint's a very good mechanic, but he's not a diagnostic technician like Grimes was. So I'll be doing some more diagnostic work and quite a bit more wrenching. But I think it's going to work out just fine because I know when Junior Mint was here before, he did very good work. So very happy about that. That's part of running any business. I don't care if you make telephones. I don't care if you fix cars, airplanes, whatever you do out there. Your workforce is going to fluctuate and you're going to have turnover and things are going to happen. It's life. So now we're going to do an update of some of the vehicles I've worked on in the past. So talking about some of the vehicles we own, some of the projects we've been working on in the past. It's been a struggle to keep up with all the things going on with all the different vehicles. There's several projects going on. And one thing you guys have to understand, unlike the Questionable Garage or Hoovie's Garage or Legit Street Cars or any of these other channels, that's all they do. Only YouTube. So if they want to spend 4 solid days on a car, they can. That's what they do. It's their job. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I own a business and I have customers calling, where's my car? Is my car done? I want to come pick up my car, which means the truck, the Malibu, these projects we have sometimes on the back burner, because I doubt a customer's going to be happy if I said, I didn't work on your car today, I was working on my project. They're going to be like, what? So it's been happening a lot like that lately. So let's go ahead and go over some of them and talk about where they're at and what the plans are.
Wizard, get away from Leo's car. You did not buy that.
No, I would have to take out a second mortgage to buy this thing. It's actually here for a steering rack and it'll be gone, but very beautiful car. No, it's not mine, Mrs. Wizard.
I know. These are yours.
The Malibu is for sale. It's actually on Marketplace. Contact Crazy D in the office for price and details and all those things. It's being sold as is, as you see it. There's actually the seats that go with it has been reupholstered, and the wheels alone are worth quite a lot of money. So yeah, contact him, work out a deal. Maybe if you guys want to buy it, I'd like to see it go away. I'm not going to have time to go any further with that. I had this idea of putting the Jag V12 in it, which is currently sitting in it. It's actually in the car. I just kind of lost interest. The interior work, to get the interior back would be months and months of work, and I don't have time for that. So the 78 Ferrari 308.
You mean my car?
Sure, you can have it. I'm fixing a crack in the bumper, but it is a running and driving car. It's actually been featured on Car Trek and also the Questionable Garage, where he teamed up with Holley and put Holley fuel injection on this car. There's zero issue with that. It runs perfect. I'm going to finish buttoning up a few things, put my bumper back on, and it will probably be going up for sale as well. I am just too big of a guy to drive in that car. It's very small interior. Think of a Geo Metro. It's literally that small in there. It's really tiny. So once that's done, it'll be for sale. And as you noticed, I've never given up on the car. It's actually a finished project. I just need to reassemble a few things. It's a running, driving car. It wasn't when I got it. It is now. And there's the running joke that it's Mrs. Wizard's car. It's actually been our car all along. And so we're getting to the point where it'll be time to move it on soon. The Z3 there's nothing going on with that. It's actually a finished car. It's just parked there for now while Mrs. Wizard is cruising around in the GT500 Shelby Mustang. It's fast, Mrs. Wizard.
It is super fast. Although that's a zippy little car, but It's way too hot to be driving a convertible in this weather.
It's 102 today, guys. It's hot. Let's head on over to the truck. I have not given up on my 05 RCSB Chevy. It has a Duramax in it. You can see right there. It's an LB7, first generation Duramax. It's actually in the truck, mounted. I've just been swamped, guys. I've been swamped with tons of work. Every time I see at the end of the week, oh, I might have a day to work on my truck. And then we get a phone call from a customer. I got an emergency. I got to get my car worked on. Can you help me? Okay, I guess we'll squeeze it in. And then there goes my time. Now, on the weekends, I know it's easy to say, well, come in on the weekend and work on it. I've been doing this for almost 30 years. So when I get a weekend, I like to spend time with Mrs. Wizard, with my girls, go do things that are absolutely not car related. I got to have some time for myself. And most people, it's not their idea of a fun weekend to go hang out at work. It's not mine either. So I'll get there, guys. I will. I'm just I got to get time. Back here in Mrs. Wizard's area, and also don't forget she has a lot of her part works for sale. Currently, the auctions are running, so go check those out. There's a link in the description below. Things are really going, some of them are going for high prices, and that's good because it's really good work. The Lada 2107 is actually done, and it's for sale as well. I don't even know why I bought it, Mrs. Wizard.
I really don't know either. It's weird and quirky. You usually like weird and quirky.
Yeah. At least I can say, when I'm an old man, say, yes, I used to have a Russian Lada Communist 2107 car. It came from Russia. Anyways, like I said, it's for sale. No, it's not $2,000. A lot of people have been emailing me about it. I've mentioned it for sale for a while. I'm wanting $9,250 because if you go to Bring a Trailer and look at some of these, they range from the $7,000 to $10,000 range. Yes, you can buy these for $2,000 overseas, but you'll pay $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 to get it over here and then get it through customs and get it whatever needs to be done to make it legal here in the United States. Hence the price is $9,250. No, it's not $1,200. It's fully sorted. It needs nothing. It's ready to drive. It has a clear title. Please, buy my Lada. On to the next. The 1969 Citroen DS7 is driving again. When I bought it from Hoovie, the suspension was so messed up, you couldn't even drive it. It was like they welded the struts with solid steel beams or something. It was really, really hard to drive. It was leaking fluid all over the place. It barely would run. It still needs some carburetor work and a few little other things to finish it out. But I've gone as far as I want to go with it. I made it a running, driving machine again. The suspension's been gone through. It all works. It's a happy little car. Contact Crazy D, it is also for sale. A lot of these cars I've been seeing, you know, I get them finished and they've been sitting and sitting and sitting. And I'm like, I'm not doing that car any good by it just sitting. Somebody probably could enjoy this car. It really needs to go to a new home. So me and Mrs. Wizard, we buy cars to drive cars. I know some people will have 20 or 30 cars in a collection and they sit on a lift for 20 years or 10 years and they never move. We're not that kind of people. If we have a car, it needs to be something we're driving or can drive daily. This one's just been sitting, so it is for sale. Contact Crazy D for that one as well. Let's head on outside. This is the wonderful Wonder Lodge, and you guys have been seeing it on several videos in the past, and I had some different parts, drive shafts and different things I was going to modify to make this work, and a core support for the radiator and everything. I just decided I really don't want to hack this thing up and do a hack job. I want to get the correct parts for this bus. It's in good condition. It's got a CAT 3208 that runs perfect. The transmission, although I haven't taken it anywhere, it goes into gear and drives. It does just fine around in the lot here. The interior is really nice. We're finishing up some things, obviously not right now because it's too hot. But I've been looking all over for a good parts bus. I found one in one state and one in a completely different state. Contacted the owner, said, hey, I just need the parts. Can I buy the parts? And he said, no, you buy the whole bus or you don't buy anything. I said, well, you know, you want $3,000 for the bus. I'll pay you $4,000 or $5,000 just for the parts. You keep the rest and you can scrap it. He still said, no, the whole bus or nothing. Even if I got a bus for $500, it's going to cost $4,000 or $5,000 to ship the whole bus to here. That's totally not worth it. Another person I found and contacted them, they seemed like they might be willing to get some pictures of the parts and this and that, and then they ghosted me. I've been trying to contact them, and finally they say, well, I'll get you some pics, or we'll reach out and we'll work something out, and then I don't hear from them again. I don't know. It's like, here's the money, I'm waiving it. I have money for you, please. And I get no, no, and no. I don't get it. If you guys know someone, or you have a 78, 79, 80 FC31 Wonder Lodge, it's in your backyard and it's basically a junk heap, I will buy some parts off of it. I will pay top dollar for them. Contact Crazy D in the office. I would like to get this running. I don't want to hack it up. So that's where we're at with the bus. So that's where we're at with a lot of these cars. Some of them are for sale. Again, contact Crazy D if you're interested. The Scat Pack is performing very well. It's roasting many Mustangs and doing all kinds of really good, fast work. It's an awesome, awesome car.
It's still not faster than mine.
Probably not, because yours has been upgraded. It's a Shelby GT500 with 600 rear wheel horsepower. That's the way Hoovie bought it. And it is very fast. It's doing well. We've got everything sorted on it. Mrs. Wizard's cruising around in a 210,000 mile Shelby GT500 with 0 problems. Her Levante is doing well as the Z3 is doing great. All of our cars are doing fine. So that's where we're at with the ones here at the shop. Again, check out Mrs. Wizard's Way. She's got some great content there. Check out her parts work. That's for sale in the link in the description as well. And hit the subscribe button here because we have a full month of scheduled cars, which means more video for you guys. Thanks for watching.